You know that feeling when you said you're gonna work on projects that you've been putting off forever and you just need to run out to get one item for that project and you get sidetracked at Goodwill, and Goodwill basically tells you that your plans for the day are garbage and that you should spend the rest of your day focusing on things that you find at Goodwill. And in finding all of these magical treasures, you get really inspired to create your next video. And then you drive home, and before you get started on this big project that you're so inspired to do, you sit down to have some lunch and you watch the latest video from your favorite YouTuber, only to find out she did almost exactly what you were planning to do. I did not plan to copy what she was doing, but here we are. Sorry. Regardless, I'm going to turn cheap stuff into spooky cheap stuff. Hey folks, welcome back. Come September, I feel like there are two types of people. One is the Falleluja, fa la 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 la, it's fall y'all pumpkin spice latte people. The second are the spooky Halloween queens. I am 100% a spooky Halloween queen wannabe. Work in progress, however you want to put it. I don't even like pumpkin. I think it's gross. I am also a very cheap lady. So today, I want to show you all of the cool, cheap stuff that I found on my outing yesterday, and we're gonna transform them into something that is worthy of being on my back wall. Or really anywhere else, but I guess my back wall. So let me go get the stuff and we'll do a little show and tell first. I was very inspired. There must have been some sort of like store closeout that my Goodwill snatched up because they had a bunch of these pillows for like $8 and they're down. So this is not a project, but I just thought it was really cool. Also, my jumpsuit. Thought it was very fall, and I don't have any button-up jumpsuits like this. The shorts are a little too short, and it doesn't have pockets, so we're gonna have to fix that. But otherwise, I thought it was really cute. I also grabbed a couple pieces of clothing that I'll show you real quick. Long black sweater. And my intention is for every piece of clothing I'm bringing in, I'm going to get rid of at least the same amount. I got a skirt, like a herringbone. I'm gonna go with the whole like dark academia sort of feel. I got a project thing. Found this jumper almost. And it's like a wool tartan, just a little too big for me, but I think I wanna make it into a little bit more fitted. And then I got a few housewares that I wanted to show you. First is this little teeny tiny bottle. I don't know if anybody out there recognizes this, but it is like vintage Avon, and it used to have Skin So Soft bath oil. It has a little stopper, but I'm not sure if it actually comes out. Oh, it does. It doesn't smell bad. I love the color of it. I love the overall vibe. Can't wait to get a nice little shelf to put it on. I also picked up a bag of miscellaneous things. So there's napkin rings in here, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with those. I actually thought maybe I could cover them in leather, so they're metal and leather napkin rings. So this whole bag of stuff was $3. And the main reason why I picked it up was for its a little wine stopper. I mean, for $3, just that in and of itself is pretty neat. And then finally in the homewares that I got at the thrift store, I got this cool vase. It is solid metal. I got it for $6. It's from India. I haven't done any sort of research to see if it's actually anything special, but I just like the aged look of it and the bronze, I guess. All right, I've got to put my hair up. There we go. Nailed it. So for our projects today, here's what we're gonna do. I found 3 of these for $8 a piece. I do not want the people. Instead, it sounds silly even in my own head, but we're gonna replace the people with animals and basically do kind of a taxidermy wall hanging with these. For our taxidermy, or plastidermy, I guess, we are gonna use a rat, a spider, and this last one's my favorite one. And we're gonna use a unicorn. This unicorn doesn't have a horn, so is it a Pegasus? I think it's just a Pegasus, but I'm not positive. So that's gonna be our taxidermy wall. It's so stupid, but I think it's gonna be so fun. And then, while I'm at the dollar store picking out stupid animals, I also found cloches. So I'm going to do a Halloween cloche. I even have moss. I have real moss that's on my patio, but I also have fake moss. I swear, I'm not trying to copy Rachel Maxey, but I just thought it would be such a cool idea. And clearly it is, because she did exactly the same thing, and hers was amazing. It's a lot of plans, but I think it's gonna be cool. The very first thing we need to do is we need to get these guys off. And I'm pretty sure it'll be easy because one of them fell off when I was in the store and I left it behind. So hopefully that store is able to monetize just this part because I took the frame. Oh, okay, they're just nailed on, which is good. Now I have weird little country figures to do something with. I do need to get the little nails out. I think I also dropped one on the floor, so future me, wear your shoes. I'm sure that you can guess what's gonna come first. I want to paint the frame. I think it might be cool to add some moss to this, so I'll need to go get my moss supply. And then we'll figure out how to get the little creatures on here. All right, let's get to painting. For this, I'm just gonna use the same paints I was using for my wall. Then it's all kind of the same color. Can't say that I am overly creative here. I am 100% going to get paint on myself. I think we need to suit up. Now we're ready to paint. All of my frames have been painted. All of the animals have been prepped for the most part. So I think what I want to do is start working on the mossy part of this. And I want to have that both on the frames and in the cloche. So I have a box here that has some moss in it. It's got some fake leaves, but also everything outside is real dry and crispy. So I can run out there and grab some stuff as well. I don't have any specific plan for any of this. So we'll just see as we go. I've got 3 frames to do, so I might lose interest pretty quickly. We're just gonna wing it. We'll see if everything else turns out the way I want it to. So I had to take a little break to go get some food. I'm just going to try to get this done. What I did not anticipate was this is the kind of project that you can kind of futz with forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, which I love to do, but if I have 3 of them, it's not something that I need to be doing. So I'm trying to do the good enough part rather than the get it exactly the way that I think it should be part. I do think that the Pegasus and the rat are a little small for the frames that I have for them, but we're just gonna move ahead because that's the plan. So anyway, I am going to get it done. I'm really hoping this is a one-day make. I'm really, 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 really hoping it's one day. Let's get this done. It's finished. I'm pretty sure that if it gets above 80 degrees in here, the Pegasus and the rat are going to melt off of the frames, but that's okay. I should probably nail those in before that happens. So overall, this project went so much better than I thought it was going to, especially because it kind of felt like it was a last-minute project. At night, when that tavern light is on and it kind of gets a little spooky in here, they just exude that dark, moody, apothecary-esque sort of vibe that I was going for. I definitely think the spider turned out the best, and probably because it had the clearest focus. I mean, spiders, spiderweb, the outside, I just think it works the best. The rat, I was really kind of stuck on because I almost thought about putting just trash on there. So instead of actually using trash, I just put a bunch of stuff on there to indicate trash. Hopefully that makes some sense. And the cloche, it's not my favorite thing that I've ever done, but it's pretty cool, and I think that if I can find a really cool one on a pedestal, I might be able to do it a little bit better. But it was a really good experiment. It was cheap for the first time around. I am definitely going to be doing more of this type of art. One word of caution, if you are going to use any sort of moss or plant matter from your actual outside, make sure to check it for bugs. Ask me why I know. You may want to wash this stuff before you bring it inside. I don't know, I don't really care about that part, but there will probably be bugs in it. So that is it for this week. If you have not heard, I do have a Ko-fi page, and you are welcome to join the maker crew that we have going over there. It's only $2 a month, and what I'm kind of finding with Ko-fi is that other makers are also on there. I think there's kind of an exodus away from Etsy. If you join the maker crew, $2 a month, I would like to start giving shout outs to all of our other makers out there. When you get a moment, definitely go over and visit Leslie Kinder over on Ko-fi. She makes handmade earrings. These things are fire. If my ears were actually still pierced, I would snatch up a pair of these in no time. Thank you, Leslie, for joining the maker crew. If you're interested in getting a little shout out, head over there. Pop on in. I would love to share your stuff with everybody else. So as always, give this video a like if you want to see more stuff like it, hit the subscribe button so you get updates every time I post something that's ridiculous, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Also, did you guys know that September is National Sewing Month? Where is this newsletter that I need to sign up for to know about these things? In celebration of National Sewing Month, next week will be a sewing episode. I think it's about time.